Welcome to the South Simcoe Arts Council's Music Festival's virtual concert series. My name is Debbie Collins and I'm a musical theater performer, and I've had the opportunity to teach workshops for South Simcoe Arts Council in my area of interest. Now, since we were not able to hold live performances this year, we have taken the recordings that were submitted for adjudication and made mini virtual concerts. This is the Speech Arts and Drama Division, sponsored by Jim and Jan Atkinson. We'd like to extend a huge thank you to all of our 2021 Music Festival sponsors. Thank you for supporting our performers. I hope you enjoy the show.
Hello, my name is Sabrina and I will be performing the monologue Eternity. Out of all of time and all of space, it was you I fell in love with. The cavemen discovered fire over 30,000 years ago. The Egyptians built the pyramids. Genghis Khan took over Asia. Ben Franklin flew a kite. But out of all of time and all of space, I happened to grow up in Bradford and go to the same school as you. We happened to eat lunch at the same table last month, and you happened to laugh when I choked on my milk. Maybe in some parallel universe there is no me and there is no you. Maybe Bradford doesn't exist, or milk hasn't been invented yet. But that day in this universe, out of all of time and all of space, all those things came together and I fell in love with you. A lot of people might call that fate, but honestly, it was just bad luck.
Hello, my name is Sean, and today I will be performing a dramatic storytelling called The Adventures of Sherlock Holmes, A Scandal in Bohemia by Sir Arthur Conan Doyle. Holmes had sat up on the couch, and I saw him motion like a man who is in need of air. A maid rushed across the room and threw open the window. At the same instant, he raised his hand, and at the signal, I tossed my rocket into the room with a cry of "Fire!" The word was no sooner out of my mouth than the whole crowd of spectators, well-dressed and ill, gentlemen, ostlers, servant maids, all joined in the general shriek of "Fire!" Thick clouds of smoke curled through the room and out the open window. I caught a glimpse of rushing figures, and a moment later, the voice of Holmes from within, assuring them that it was a false alarm. Slipping through the shouting crowd, I made my way to the corner of the street, and in 10 minutes was rejoiced to find my friend's arm in mine. And to get away from this scene of uproar, he walked swiftly and in silence for some few minutes until we had turned down one of the quiet streets which led towards the Edgware Road. "You did it very nicely, Doctor," he remarked. "Nothing could have been done better. It is all right." "You have the photograph?" "I know where it is." "And how did you find out?" "She showed me as I told you she would." "I am still in the dark." "I do not wish to make a mystery," said he, laughing. "The matter is perfectly simple. You, of course, saw that everyone in the street was an accomplice. They were all engaged for the evening." "I guessed as much." "Then, when the row broke out, I had a little moist red paint in the palm of my hand. I rushed forward, fell down, and clapped my hand to my face, and became a piteous spectacle. It is an old trick. That also I could fathom. Then they carried me in. She was bound to have me in. What else could she have done? And into her sitting room, which was the very room that I suspected. It lay between that and her bedroom, and I was determined to see which. They laid me on a couch, and I motioned for air. They were compelled to open the window, and you had your chance." "How did that help you?" It is all important. You see, when a woman thinks that her house is on fire, her instinct is at once to rush to the thing which she values most. It is a perfectly overpowering impulse, and I have more than once taken advantage of it. In the case of the Darlington substitution scandal, it was of use to me. And also in the Arnsworth Castle business. A married woman grabs at her baby, an unmarried one reaches for her jewel box. Now, it is clear to me that Our Lady of today had nothing in the house more precious to her than what we are in quest of. She would rush to secure it. The alarm of fire was admirably done, and the smoke and shouting were enough to shake nerves of steel. She responded beautifully. The photograph is in a recess behind a sliding panel just above the right bell pull. She was there in an instant, and I caught a glimpse of it as she half drew it out. When I cried, "It was a false alarm," she quickly replaced it, glanced at the rocket, and rushed from the room, and I have not seen her since. I rose, and making my excuses, escaped from the house. I hesitated whether to attempt to secure the photograph at once, but the coachman had come in and he was watching me narrowly. It seemed safer to wait. A little over-precipitance may ruin all.